All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to the Guardian Rebel Review. I want to talk about some recent developments that I heard. I read and heard on the radio, whatever, that David Zaslav recently had a earnings call, and in that earnings call, he brought up a few things. Some of the things that were highlighted. They said that HBO Max has added 3.4 million subscribers, which is good. I'm a fan of HBO Max. I have a subscription. I don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon, even though I get pissed off at some of the things that Warner Brothers does, especially with DC. They talked about how the company was splitting in two, really not understanding how that's going to cancel out or improve the debt that they owe. Maybe one company is going to pay I don't know, $18 billion, and the other side is going to pay the other $18 billion. I understand they still have like $38 billion worth of debt, so I don't know how that's going to change anything. Uh, and they also talked about some of the upcoming projects. They finally announced a release date for the Batman 2. It's supposed to start filming in the spring of 2026, and it's supposed to have October 1st release date. That's good. I'm not a big fan of Matt Reeves' Batman. I thought the first movie was boring. I thought it was slow. Uh, I didn't find it completely entertaining. I thought it lasted way too long. And I would have preferred, and as I've said in my previous videos, I would have loved to have seen the Batfleck film, excuse me, with Deathstroke as the villain. I think they should have went that route. A lot of fans were excited about that. They also said the script that Ben Affleck had for that film was amazing, and I seen storyboards. So that if they made that film, man, uh, that would have been the most lucrative option. This Pattinson Batman, I'm not impressed with it, but I know a lot of fans like it, and it's a safe bet for Warner Brothers because it's not going to cost a whole lot of money to make a Batman film. You're not going to run into all the expenses that Warner Brothers had with Superman, with all the visual, or I'm sorry, the special effects that film needed. You know, with all those people flying around, crypto flying around, the city splitting up or whatever. When you had that crack in the pocket universe, so you're gonna spend a lot more money with special effects on that. But with a Batman film, you don't need that, and that's something that Warner Brothers is gonna have to do. They're gonna have to start making films that aren't so expensive. A superhero film with Superman is going to cost more than $100 million. But a Batman film, you can make a good Batman film under $100 million. You keep your production costs down, you keep your marketing costs down, and with that formula, they could get back to profitability. That's what they should be focused on. Now, with this Superman family project, I'm not excited about that. I made it known that I do not like Gun Superman. I think it's way too cheesy, goofy, cringe. So I don't see how it would be a good idea for him to helm another Superman project. And it's not even really a Superman or solo Superman project. He's doing another ensemble film. So he's just gonna plug a bunch of characters in there that he hasn't even properly introduced or developed. You know, we didn't know a whole lot. Hawkgirl came out of nowhere in this new Superman film. Guy Gardner came out of nowhere. Mister Terrific, Metamorpho. You have all these characters that he's going to be introducing. You're not going to give any backstory to the audience, and that's a missed opportunity. I'm not thrilled about it. I'm not looking forward to it, and I still don't think that we should have any confidence to even see these projects because, like I said, Warner Brothers still has that debt, $38 billion worth of debt. During the earnings call, the stock was at $13 a share, and then it dropped down to $10 a share. So I don't think that fans and investors are really enthusiastic about these projects. I don't think any of these announcements help. Maybe some people are a little bit excited about Batman 2, but the Superman stuff is not working, especially when right now Superman is at $569 million. I think it is right now currently. It's grossly underperformed. That movie, and I've said this many times, to be profitable, had to make a whole lot more money. at least three times its production budget, and or more than double what it costs for the production and marketing costs. So that's like five. They say that figure was over $500 million, and the movie right now it's probably, it'll be lucky if it makes $600 million. It'll probably creep a little bit over that, maybe between 620 million, 640 million by the time the movie leaves the box office, and that's a failure. That's not what they needed to be successful. They needed way more than that. 600 to $640 million. They're going to have to split that with half of the theater chain. So they're going to be coming back. The studio's only going to get $320 million back. When you spent over 500, that is a $200 million loss. So the confidence in James Gunn isn't there, and they're changing all their plans with the DCU. They were supposed to have this Gods and Monsters story arc where you're supposed to have a Booster Gold in there. We're supposed to have Swamp Thing, the Authority. Now all that's changing. Now all of a sudden we got this Superman family project coming out of nowhere. So I don't get that. Uh, they don't know what they're doing. They're confused. The studio is in disarray. They're not making any money. They're failing. They keep trying to gaslight everyone by saying, "Oh, we're happy with $500 million." No, you're not. No, you're not. Your company is circling the drain. You have massive amounts of debt. You're not happy with 500, a $500 or $600 million Superman movie. You know you need to make more money, and you guys aren't there. So I just wanted to talk about those things. I still don't think that the updates are bode well for Warner Brothers. I guess maybe some people were, like I said, were excited to hear about Batman 2 because a lot of people out there thought that we weren't going to get that movie. And maybe we will. But that doesn't mean that that Warner Brothers isn't going to get sold off. And I think that's going to happen someday because they got so much debt. So I just wanted to talk about that really quick. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing another video soon. Sorry about harping on this DC stuff, but it's it's frustrating. It irks me, so I just feel like I got to talk about those things sometimes. But I promise to put some other videos out there where I'm going to be talking about other films, TV shows, and animated projects. So once again, thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys later.